if you want to learn how to work the systemic constellation, it can be likened to learning an art. Let's say if you want to learn how to play the violin or how to play the flute. Of course, you can just start making some sounds, but it will not sound very nice. So first, before you can, let's say, play freely on that instrument, you need to know the notes. You need to know the technique, how to play that instrument. You need to practice a lot. So it's not that you do one workshop and then you are a brilliant, guitar player or flute player. That does not work. You may love this kind of music. You may feel, oh, I would like to do it, but it needs a lot of practice and needs a lot of experience before you can really play it freely. So that's why also in this kind of work, it's very important to learn the tools, the toolbox, the grammar, so to speak. And then when you learn that, then your intuitive part or the intuition can come in, and then you can start to move freely. So that is something that I would like to say to those people who are very interested in using the method as a trainer or a coach. Don't think that you can do it just like that. Because if you look at a constellation, you might think, oh, that's easy. I just place people in the room and then they move somehow, and then they give some feedback, so that's it. That reminds me, there's a famous sculpture artist in Italy quite a while back called Michelangelo. And he was famous for making the most beautiful sculptures out of marble. And somebody asked him, how do you manage to make these marvelous sculptures? And he said, it's very easy. I just have a block of marble and I simply cut away everything that doesn't belong to the sculpture. So of course, it's easy from that angle, but to be able to do it needs some practice, you see. But that practice can be learned. There are basically two things if you want to learn to be a constellation facilitator. One is, of course, let's say, the tools. There are tools, there's like a language which has an own grammar. So somebody also said, everyone grows up with two languages. That is your mother tongue and systemic. So the systemic approach is something that is available and accessible to everybody. So from that angle, you just need to be open to experience it. And the other thing is that if you have learned the grammar of the work, that is how it is about to be led, then it needs another capacity. It needs a certain openness, it needs an unprejudiced mind, and it needs the ability to stand between opposites, not to take party with somebody or with some goal, but that everything that shows up, let's say, in a case that you are leading, is okay, you see. There's no good and bad, there's no right and wrong. It's simply about balancing the energies that are showing up. And when you are able to facilitate that without putting yourself in the center, but always putting the client in the center, or rather the field in the center, then you cannot help to be successful. But again, if you want to be successful, you're hindering yourself. So it's the same as with businesses. If you want something desperately, if you're fighting something, you're in a way creating your own obstacles. But if you just go along with the flow of things, then it's much easier. So, and that's the way also to learn the method. What it means is you need a lot of experience as a representative. You need a lot of experience working on your own issues. And you need a lot of looking at your own traps, looking at your own blind spots, that you don't fall into the traps, because the method is very powerful. And if you are not aware about your own power blind spots, you might unconsciously use it to be a great leader, you know. But constellation leading is not about me being a great leader, it's about me being a servant, it's about me being out of the way and kind of serving the system. And that needs to be really not only understood in the mind, but imbibed in your being, and then you can be of help.